Today we're gonna May 2010 we're gonna take a first video tour of the Ranger EV. One thing I want to look at first is this winch. I've been putting this winch on this Viper, and it is bolted in, but they don't have a or at least they didn't provide the correct bracket. So tomorrow I'm going to make some brackets. But as you can see, here's where it bolts, and there's a mounting plate down below. So basically I'm going to take a piece of metal here and put a piece of metal there and weld it together, and then I'm going to mount two Hawker batteries right in here and the contactor. And this one, the one I'm doing, has remote control, so that should be interesting. At any rate, that's how you latch the hood. Hopefully it'll be a nice install. You can tell I've been getting it dirty here, driving around the yard. I thought I would explain my observations on the low, medium, and high. Low definitely limits your speed, but it also gives you more takeoff torque, and so it probably uses, it's good for towing, but it also has the most regen. So if you're going downhill, it definitely slows you down when you let off the I guess, but I don't know what else to call it, accelerator. The medium, you don't have as much takeoff torque, and it limits your top speed, so it gives you the most range, which they say max range. So it just limits the amount of drain on the batteries a little bit on low end and on top end, and then on high you get the maximum speed, not a peppy takeoff. So your low is just a faster takeoff, just don't have the speed that you have in high, basically. So at any rate, they give you a nice little key here, which I should have had out. It has a cover on it, so when you put it in, it keeps I guess water and stuff off. So you turn it in, and if you they're showing neutral, then you're good. If you start it or try to in forward or reverse, here's where it looks, what this looks like. It gives you the red diagnostic wrench, so and it won't do anything. So you have to turn it off, put it in neutral, turn the key on, and then you're can go forward or reverse. You can see my dog's waiting to go for a ride here. We're just gonna ride around the yard, but at least you can kind of get a feel for how much and you can hear that contactor come on when you switch from neutral to forward or reverse. It makes a big click. Alright, so I've been driving over this grass, and you can see the tracks, but it hasn't of course I'm in the turf mode, so it unlocks the rear end. It doesn't tear up the grass. So I've been up and over this grass. You can see my marks, but it hasn't been tearing it up. Just lays it down. It hasn't really damaged the grass at all. You got just a little gear noise. Oh, by the way, there's the light switch. Now what you can do if you need to switch to off-road is you slow down below 5 miles an hour, they say, and then you can put it in low, for example, if you're going to climb hills, and all-wheel drive. You can see my all-wheel driving through here, and then you get real good throttle response. Yeah! trails I go down, but I'm gonna keep my video under 10 minutes here. If I can put it on YouTube without having to break it up into pieces. Doesn't make much noise. Okay, then you can go back to turf mode, and I usually just do the max range. It's if you want to do top speed, about the only time you ever probably need to do it is when you're on a paved road, maybe. Because out here, this is top speed, and it does adjust your speed a little bit as you're going. You can kind of feel it lets off, kind of like cruise control. You see the marks in the yard, but they're not that bad. See, there's where we just went, and you can barely even see marks in that grass there. I've been across that 10 times, so very little noise. At any rate, looks like I'm getting a little extra hours on here. So that's about all I was going to do today. Then just don't forget to switch it back to neutral. It's just a lot easier. And that's your parking brake. Set your brake. Alright. That's your demo. Oh, here's our other passenger.